time is it?
It's almost midnight.
Okay, because I have to like bubble wrap your middles and shit.
I know. I have to pee first. Right.
Okay, pee first.
I am how I fight depression. I'm like, how can you even with all this? So amazing.
Video is actually on.
Okay, so we have to
All right.
Ryan! I guess so. I'm just gonna watch it like a champion.
Let's fucking go. Go.
It's funny enough. You're out there, buddy.
I really, like I stumbled into, like, just like I stumbled into drag, I kind of stumbled into teaching. Like, I love that I can be creative and playful as an adult, and that inspiration can be brought into work, and I get to spend my day doing art and music and drama with 4 to 7-year-olds. I'm glad that I'm here doing it. I'm open here at work. I certainly, like, I don't come out dressed all in flamingo feathers and go, hi guys, brand new school year. But every year I have to out myself again. A boy will suddenly want to be a princess. And you'll hear things like, you can't be a princess. And so I'm like, well, why can't he be a princess? If you wanted to be an astronaut, can I say it's okay for you to not be an astronaut? Like, who are you to say what is okay and what isn't okay? And then that's usually when I say, I've been a princess before. And they're all like, and so then I'll show them pictures of me. And it's incredible, the silence. And you just see them slowly looking at me and looking at the picture. What happened to your beard? Or, they're kind of like mesmerized with it. This past summer, I was in Now Magazine for their Pride edition, their insert. And so a lot of my kids came in with it in my class. I said, Mr. Kane, that's you, right? That's facelift. And I said, yeah, that's facelift. You're so sparkly. You're so sparkly. When I first started working for the school board, that first year I was completely in the closet. I didn't say anything. The second year was in a high school, and this woman in the high school who was a teacher told me that I should never come out because people would automatically think I was a perpetrator, which was very disheartening. And really, I'm grateful for her doing that because it made me realize, like fuck you. I'm not hiding that. I'm not hiding who I am. I can't be anybody else than who I am. The last 3 years I taught grade 2 and 3. So to break up the day, I had this thing called spontaneous moments of dance. And I would just randomly put music on. And kids would be like, oh, Mr. Kane, do you have that song? Or do you know this song? And so then I'd start pulling music because the kids would want to hear it. And a lot of it's kind of upbeat and fun. It's pop music. And I do find it a lot easier. Like when my partner and I got married a year ago, my class, my kids, made a big card and drew pictures of me on there and sent me all these messages, which was like the most beautiful, touching thing. So I guess it has got better, Sorry, I didn't realize that was going to make me emotional. So it has got better, that I feel that I don't have to I don't have to feel ashamed. Last year when I was so fortunate that I got to work with some friends at the Rhubarb Festival through Buddies in Bad Times. We did a play together. It was called Facelift and the Three Bears. And several parents from the school came and saw the performance. And actually last year, for the first time ever, at the end of the year, you always get gifts from kids, whether it's like cards or something they've made you or chocolate or whatever. This kid brought me in a gift voucher for MAC Cosmetics. So I was like, this is great. I think I was about 13 or 14, but for some reason I wanted to try on, like it was like a slip dress or something like that. I don't even know why, but I did. And so I tried it on. And I remember I was in the bathroom and I was looking at myself, and my mother, she had this makeup bag and it had makeup in it. And so I put mascara on my eyelashes, and I think I put some stuff on my cheeks. And I remember touching the foundation stuff, but I really hated the way it smelled. And then I remember putting lipstick on. And all of a sudden, my mother was coming up the stairs and the bathroom door's open, and she sees me and she's like, she explodes, like, what the fuck? And so I slammed the door shut. She's banging on the door. So, I mean, I know that I kind of have to open the door. So I open the door and she punches me right in the face. And I remember saying, fuck you, to her. She, like, ran downstairs crying, and I ran into my bedroom and I pulled it off. And I remember pulling on clothes, and then I left. And I got on my bike and I took off. My lip was all swollen and there was blood in my mouth. And it was a mixed combination of like shame and embarrassment and bewilderment and anger. And I felt like I hated her. And then eventually I rode back home. And I don't really remember where anybody else was, but I remember riding back home and my mother was there. And she said that she wanted to talk to me. And she said that she was sorry she hit me. And I was like, mm-hmm. And she goes, you were just doing that for Halloween. And I was like, what? She goes, you were just doing that for Halloween, right? And I was like, yes, I was just doing that for Halloween.
Now, we're talking real money. Changing lives here on Halloween.
Once that wig is on, do I totally feel that I'm her for that time? Not that I feel like I'm a separate person, because, you know I'm a little bit crazy, but not that crazy. I just sort of think that she's kind of a part of me. She's sort of the fulfillment of this dream I had as a little kid when I was like 4. I was in grade 4, where I loved to be Wonder Woman. So that's it. That's, out for dinner. Dim sum for 2.
Just a quiet walk in the local ice creamery.
I'll just have a nice salad, just to be polite. It feels as though my life as a drag performer is being artistically directed by that kid that was in grade 4. It's kind of like, it's empowering in the way that, for so many years I had so much shame around the whole queer stuff as a young person, as a child. I went to Catholic school my whole life, so there's not even any space to talk about anything that's even remotely queer, that's even viewed in a way that's positive, because it's an abomination and it's a sin. And love the sinner and hate the sin. I want kids to know that, being queer is not some bizarre oddity that it's like to be feared of. It's like, it's the same thing like having brown hair or blue eyes, or, being super tall or not being super tall, or being whatever. It's just a part of people, and it's not a big deal. But I want them to see that, like, oh, I knew Mr. Kane in my school and he was gay, so maybe next time I'm out somewhere and I hear one of my friends calling somebody a faggot or a dyke or a tranny or whatever, I might turn around and say, don't say that. Like, stop. Like, don't be so hateful. Because they somehow cared about somebody who was queer. Treat people with respect and kindness. show that. Expect that for yourself. But, you know, try your very best to be kind and nice to people. I got high hopes. High hopes.